episode of LeapTV is made possible by Velvet Pumpkin Productions, your #1 choice for all your online video and podcasting needs. Coming up on LeapTV, a branding lesson from 1-800-Headsets. I'm going to share an ideal agenda for your management meetings. And this week's performance tip, social oomph. I'm Isabelle Mercier, and this is the show that shows you that small, intentional, and consistent actions lead to massive results. Recently, I've had the pleasure of contacting 1-800-Headsets to order a new battery for the headset that I had purchased 4 years ago. Dealing with them is out of this world. In fact, in 20 years of doing business, I have never ever been so delighted on a consistent basis in working with any company on the planet, for that matter. What do they do to make me so pleased? It's that simple. 1, they don't make you wait on hold forever. In fact, a couple minutes tops. When the agent comes on, they don't start asking you for your mother's maiden name because there's no point to that. They go straight to being helpful and valuable. When I ordered my battery, he said, "Now, Isabelle, I notice it's been 4 years. What is the condition of your headset?" And it actually had me remember that it's taped in 3-4 different places. So I think it's time for ordering a new headset. So by asking me this valuable question, he's actually saved me time and in the long run saved me money. I was even able to pinpoint the exact delivery date and time. Now, how's that for customer service? Now, a couple days later, I received an email that really pleased me. Here's an example of it. I just want to bring your attention to the highlighted paragraph. At 1-800-Headsets.ca, our shipping team's top priority is to ship your package accurately, on time, and with our unique world-class customer love. Your shipment was personally packaged by one of the handful of people of our team, so you can rest assured that it was given the personalized care and attention that it deserved. We truly do love our customers, and we hope it shows in the package that you'll soon receive. What's the result of being that good? Fanatical loyalty. During that call, I never once thought, how much is this headset going to cost me? No, quite the opposite. He had me thinking I would be an absolute fool to do business with anyone but them, regardless of price. And that is the question that you need to reflect upon. What can you do to have your clients think that they would be absolute fools to do business with anyone but you, regardless of price? Needless to say, this one goes in my book as a brand hero. Leapers, it's time to get involved. I want to spark a conversation, and here's what I want to know. What are you presently doing that has made the biggest difference in increasing your customers' loyalty? All you got to do is to add your comment below the video at leaptv.com. It's a great way to learn from your community, and it's also a great way to add traffic to your website. So take advantage of it. Now, before we move on with the show, I'd like to take a moment and say a little bit more about our sponsor, Velvet Pumpkin Productions. Danielle is truly the best at helping companies like yours increase online exposure by better communicating what you do best to, of course, increase your client base and ultimately your bottom line. Head on over to velvetpumpkin.com for more information. This week's question is from Jane Larson from Vancouver, BC. Jane writes, I work with a bunch of guys at the Parkway Crew, a towing and automotive repair shop, and I wear many hats from admin to marketing. We recently started implementing weekly management meetings, and I have to admit, it's been a real challenge. How do I start a new routine with our management team? Right now, they do not see the value in spending time to talk about business plans, systems, and would rather deal with issues as they arise. Jane, you are absolutely right. Implementing a new routine with a team can be a real challenge. Now, in episode 18, I spoke about daily huddles. In this episode, I will share with you more about management meetings, the difference between the two, mainly that the daily huddles are quick, consistent every day, just to get your team on the same page. The management meetings are a little bit more about planning, about assigning accountabilities and responsibilities, and also resolving issues. The key to implementing an effective management meeting routine is first you need to take your team out of their regular habitats. Do not do your meetings where you normally sit at the office. Then you have to implement consistency. Book your meetings at the same day and the same time every week, period, so that you don't have to wonder when the next meeting is. Now, Jane, if I were in your shoes, I would also ask your team what would make these meetings valuable for them, because they've said to you that they would rather solve issues as they arise, which makes them more reactive than proactive. And the goal of these management meetings is to reduce the reactiveness and increase the proactiveness as a team. Here are some bullet points of what I recommend you cover in your management meetings. Always start with a win. What is a good news, a breakthrough, or an appreciation to build a culture of gratitude? Your focus of the week. What is the main project and main accountability for each player? This also counts for updating each players from the previous week. And that is all for accountability and momentum. Also a good opportunity to review your KPIs. Reviewing the important financial figures from the previous week is mandatory to keep a pulse on your vital numbers. Feedback, client feedback, staff feedback, issues. You could even pick a hero of the week to help you raise the bar and build a better brand experience. These meetings are also a good opportunity to review your quarterly priorities. So reviewing your progress on your top 3 priorities to ensure that nothing or very little falls through the cracks. Roadblocks. If you pick your biggest roadblock and solve it as a team, you'll be able to resolve issues as they arise. System tweaks. What I do is I pick a deficient system every week and I tweak it or strengthen it. This increases overall efficiency and performance. And of course, we always love to end the meeting with the value of the week, which you pick and discuss one of your core values to establish a focus and to stay true to your brand foundation. Jane, your team also has to remember that the value that they get out of a management meeting has to equal the value that they put in. So create your management rhythm and stick to it for a whole quarter, 3 months, and I guarantee you results. Now, if you have ideas as to how Jane could implement a routine, let's hear about them. Just post your comment below the video at LeapTV.com. Do you have a burning question about branding, marketing, or anything about business for that matter? Now is your chance to get some free, innovative advice. All you gotta do is click on the Ask Isabel button at LeapTV.com. In return for asking a question, Jane wins a 2-month free subscription to MyLeapTools.com. MyLeapTools is a vital business resource with a constantly growing collection of tips, tools, and must-know winning strategies to help entrepreneurs like you perform like never before. This week's performance tip is about social oomph. What's social oomph? It's a simple online tool that allows me to send automated welcome messages to all of my Twitter followers. Now, there's a big debate out there whether it's impersonal to do that. I choose to do it because a lot of people have choices, and if they choose to follow me, I just want to say thanks. So set up your new account at socialoomph.com. That's it for this week's show. Remember that everything you've learned here today will do zip for you, unless, of course, you implement it. So take action on what you've learned today, and remember that it's much easier to do it than to dwell on it. If you want my help with a personalized one-on-one consultation to help your business grow faster, just click on the link that says Isabel On Demand at LeapTV.com. Also, don't forget to comment and share your ideas and opinions about this week's show, because we want to hear them. I'm Isabelle Mercier, and you can connect with me on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Join me again next week for more valuable branding lessons and other great tools to help you perform like never before. See you next week. Hallelujah!